Hello and welcome, Taurus, to your zodiac messages. We're going to look in today what people love about you versus what they hate about you. We're also going to look into a general spread as well as a romantic spread. So remember to receive only what resonates. Release anything that doesn't resonate with you. And remember that what people most likely don't like about you has to do with their unhealed shadow or their own insecurities. Okay? So let's go ahead and begin. What do people love about Taurus? What do people love about Taurus? Ah, it's nice. What do people love about Taurus? Okay. This is so sweet, Taurus. What do people love about Taurus? What do people love about Taurus? Ah. What do people love about Taurus? Oh, this is so sweet. Oh my gosh. Taurus, you are so loved. Okay, that's the message that comes through. So we have starting out the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles followed by the Nine of Cups, followed by the Three of Wands. People love being in your energy. They love spending time with you, okay? They love any sort of parties that you set up or gatherings or get-togethers. They love one-on-one time with you. People look forward to seeing you, especially if you live at a distance from them, or vice versa here. There's this sense of anticipation, of can't wait, of not being able to wait to see you, okay? Like, people really are really enamored by you here, Taurus. With the Nine of Pentacles energy, you're very secure in yourself, okay? You also enjoy having fun, okay? With that Nine of Pentacles energy, Nine of Cups, you know what you like, okay? You really have a high frequency here, Taurus. And with the Three of Wands too, there's this sense of you're also willing to wait for what it is that you desire. You're not, there's not a sense of immediate gratification coming through here, but waiting for what it is that you desire. It's really hard to distract you. For some of you is something that I'm seeing here. People feel like you're naturally lucky or that you have good karma. That's a message coming through here. With the Knight of Swords, we also have a very clear effective communication coming through with the Knight of Swords. You know, you do like to spend some time in, you know, it depends on what you're doing. Like, if you're doing something you love, then you want to spend more time doing it, right? But if there's something that you guys just kind of want to get to the point, you're going to do that here with the Knight of Swords. You're also very loyal and protective of those that you love. You're also very protective of your heart space here. We have the Ace of Cups. You have the Ace of Cups. You're the first to get the Ace of Cups. So this is so beautiful with the Ace of Cups. You know, you are very generous with the Ace of Cups energy. Again, you have that unconditional love energy within you. People feel very blessed by you here. Okay, that's so beautiful. We also have the Lover's energy coming through. So you make people feel special. You know, you make people feel special. You make them feel blessed when they're with you. You know, there's also this sense of, like, you know how to party, have a good time. That's another message coming through. But I also feel like, you know, you have a lot of opportunities. You line things up in a specific way, Taurus, for success. And in the meantime, you enjoy the process. You know, you're one of the signs where you're not afraid to wait. You know, I think you kind of relish in the waiting energy a little bit here, or the slower pace, and you enjoy and you take your time. With the Three of Wands and the Lovers as well, you know, I feel like, again, you do have a lot of opportunities here, but there's also this sense of, and it comes through in the Taurus readings, like, only the best for you, Taurus. Like, that's what continues to come up in the zodiac readings, and that's kind of what I'm getting here. And that if you're involved with somebody, you know, they feel very blessed to have you or to be in a relationship with you, to journey through life with you. And if you've not yet met that person is coming in. You have a very healing energy here as well with that Ace of Cups energy coming through. A very healing presence. And yet again, very, you know, protective and loyal as well. I feel like you're also very protective and loyal of your time. So again, if you spend time with somebody, then they know they must be special. Okay, so let's go ahead and look into, what do people hate about Taurus? What do people hate about Taurus? We have the Four of Swords. What do people hate about Taurus? Queen of Cups. Karma, Judgment, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Okay, people feel... okay, so karmics don't like you. That's all right. We have Judgment, Karma, and the Lovers. You're very choosy. You're very picky, and that's a wonderful thing. Okay, you have the Four of Swords and Eight of Pentacles, so sometimes people feel like you overextend yourself when it comes to work, and you might become sick because of that, or you might need more time to rest, recharge, recover. I feel like when you have a passion or something that you're very focused on, it's almost like an addiction, and it sometimes keeps you up at night. You know, you have these I almost want to say, it's not moments, but like these phases where you're quite focused in on something, and maybe you're up all night, or you know, if there's something that holds your interest, like you stay up very late focusing on that. And then sometimes you're not at your best during the day, so that might be something that, you know, people do notice here. We also have the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Wands energy, which is interesting. People might feel like they have to send you love at a distance. You know, you might kind of close off a little bit. That might be something that people don't necessarily like about you, or that you move forward, you know, at kind of a slower rate. You really kind of feel into things with the Queen of Cups energy. If you sense that an energy is off, like there's something wrong with the vibration, that's something that you will address, or maybe even run from. With the Eight of Wands energy, that's something that you will run from. I also feel like your energy can be quite intense when focused, your emotional energy, especially with that Eight of Wands. And with the Karma, the Judgment, the Lovers, you know, like those that you have rejected, or those that you have decided not to be with, you know, really do feel the sting of that within their ego. I do kind of immediately was like, oh, karmics don't like you. Well, right? But that's really beautiful. I feel like, again, you have a group or a team, or, you know, a spiritual team that also wants you to be with the best. And so that's why you have, you know, the Karma and the Lovers coming out here. I also feel like sometimes people think that you're so lucky when it comes to love or relationships, or, you know, jealous of the relationship that you have for some of you. That's another message. Okay, for those of you where somebody tried to meddle in your loving connections, they receive karma for that. Okay, so that's something else that people don't like, is that you're very well protected here. Okay, you're also very independent, independent of mind, and that's something else that can frustrate people, especially those that want you to do things their way. Okay. But I definitely feel you're in tune with your heart space. You're in tune with the, you know, emotional, intuitive energy here, and that's something that it leads you. For some of you, you kind of wander, and that's something else that people don't like, is your sense of wanderlust, or adventure that can take you away from, if you were with somebody who was insecure, or somebody who wanted your time and attention. You know, I feel you kind of have like a one-track mind in the respect of when you're called to be somewhere, you go. You know, you just have this intuitive pull, or this intuitive sense, and that can take you away sometimes from family, or that can take you away from friend groups, or that can take you away from people that benefit from your energy, right? And that can be something that people don't like. But yeah, you are an adventurer. You're an independent spirit. Okay, let's look and see, when it comes to love and relationships, what does Taurus's love interest or partner love about them? What does Taurus's love interest or partner love about them? Okay. So we have the Chariot right away, and again we have the High Priestess energy. So you're very much tapped in with your intuition, and you move intuitively, and this is something that, you know, this love interest or partner loves about you, because you balance things out and you think things through before you take. It's like you take the intuitive information, you take, you know, what's kind of happening in the physical, and you bring them together. I also feel like you make an effort, if there's any sort of argument, to bring, you know, bring peace, to bring things back together here. You might play a little bit hard to get, and that might be something that this partner appreciates, but this partner also appreciates your compassion and your compassion, your touch, your you spending time with them, okay? Kind of like all the love languages are coming out here, so maybe you understand love languages and you understand this person's love language. I also feel with the Eight of Cups, like this person loves that you're not afraid to move away from something that just doesn't resonate with you, okay? Because in this card, this couple's kind of dancing, and she's pulling away and looks kind of disgusted. So that's something else that's coming through here, is like you'll take a stand or move away from anything. You know, you're not afraid to be rude if needed, if you're like in a situation that's uncomfortable, or there's something that you don't appreciate here, or if you're in company that you don't appreciate. We also have the Four of Pentacles and the Fool energy. So they like that you are, you know, there's definitely this sense of loyalty and being by their side and being supportive. That's something that I'm seeing here. There's also like this person feels like they can rest and relax around you, and that is, you know, is a big deal, right? You want to be able to be with somebody that you can just be yourself and you can relax with. We also have the Fool energy, so you know, again, not afraid to go on adventures and start new beginnings, have new beginnings here. It's like you know what to hold on to and you know what to release, and that's something that this person appreciates. And I feel like that also comes to, you know, communications, or maybe even arguments or disagreements. You also have kind of this alluring side that is a bit more mystical, mysterious, and that's something else that this love interest appreciates. I feel like you also kind of drive this relationship. That's something that I'm seeing. There's a balance there, but you do motivate this relationship, or, you know, spark action. That's something else that's coming through. Take initiative, especially if you're in masculine energy. If you're in feminine energy, this person loves that they can, you know, adore you, take care of you, look after you, be by your side, do your bidding, run your errands. Like that's something that's coming through. If you're a feminine energy Taurus watching this. I also feel like you know your partner very well, or your love interest very well, and that's something that is very attractive to them as well, because you get them, you understand them. You know, in a lot of these cards, there's not a lot of communication. Everything is nonverbal. So you might even have like a telepathic bond or connection with this partner. Beautiful. Well, let's see. What does Taurus's love interest dislike about them? You have a very wild side. Okay, so that's something coming through here. We have the Devil energy and the Two of Pentacles. So sometimes you kind of go back and forth in between, like, your addictions or kind of your shadow side, and you know, you have these two sides, and sometimes that can be too much, okay, for someone here. Okay, there's also this sense for some of you, this love interest, this energy doesn't like You know, there's like, I think the balance between leading, you know, leading and following, or like striking the balance between the masculine and feminine. And sometimes you're more controlling, and that's something that this partner doesn't like. Sometimes there's definitely ego coming forward here in a very strong way. You like things to be your way. Your shadow side, you know, is definitely something that is straightforward here. Because we do have, again, the Knight of Swords energy coming out. But this Knight of Swords is, you know, kind of a bit more controlling. So I think there is kind of that ego control is what people don't, when it comes to love and relationships for you, Taurus, what they dislike. For some of you too, wishy-washy energy, or maybe sometimes you get an offer, you know, that truly excites you, and so you'll ditch the previous offer, okay? And that might be something that upsets others here. There could be some sense of misunderstanding going on as well. That's something else I'm getting for you, Taurus. And sometimes, you know, this love interest might feel like, you know, you have, again, like, I did it my way, you have to have things your way, that there's like a sense of stubbornness coming through here, a sense of having to be right all the time also is something else. Now keep in mind that's from their perspective, not necessarily the truth or what you experience, okay? And sometimes there's a mismatch of energies here where it's like, where you want to go all out, this person wants to stay in, you know, and trying to find that compromise can be rather challenging. For some of you too, there's some sort of conversation, and it does have to do with the shadow, it does have to do with the kind of the devil energy, maybe even an addiction that this person's like afraid to have with you, but I feel, you know, is an important conversation to have. So it seems to me like this person, you know, kind of has to figure out how to communicate effectively and have, you know, strong boundaries, and for there to be able to kind of be a compromise, but also an understanding here of you, Taurus, because I see there's like a lot of misunderstanding energy, miscommunication. Okay, that is what I have. So receive what resonates, release anything that doesn't resonate with you. Thank you so much for joining me. Take the best care of yourself, and I will see you soon.